Hey everyone, I'll discuss to you this day the basic concepts in social work. So, again, to review, these are the competencies by curricular area in the social work profession. So, in the board exam, we have four major areas, and these are HBSE, or the Human Behavior and Social Environment, SWPPS, or the Social Welfare Policies, Programs, and Services, and then methods, social work methods, and then field practice. So in the knowledge under HBSE, these are the following subjects: personality theories, human development, abnormal behavior and mental disorders, Filipino personality, Filipino culture, Filipino family, and the communication styles. And based on this, we have the expected competencies of a social work student or a social worker. First is to display appropriate values and attitudes necessary for a professional social worker, since we are dealing with different kinds of behavior. So, the ability to understand different behavior and, of course, the cultural background. And the ability to accurately assess the nature and dynamics of the behavior of our clients. Another thing is the second is the social welfare policies, programs, and services. Under this, this talks about laws, programs, and services offered to our clients, such as laws for children, senior citizen, women, child, or children in conflict with the law, or CICL, the solo parents, the disabled, or the persons with disability, and indigenous people. And we have these major competencies: ability to articulate functions, roles, and responsibilities of a social worker in this setting, and then ability to assume the role of a professional social worker in the different social welfare agencies, and the ability to explain different policies, conditions, legislations, institutions, programs, and broad range of services relevant to the social welfare setting. Another thing is the third one is the social work practice or the social work methods. This includes the social case work or working with individuals, social work, group work or social worker working or dealing with groups, and community organizing or community organization. We also have the secondary methods, and these are the social work research and social work administration. The three, by the way, for the information of everyone, social casework, social group work, and community organizing are the primary methods in social work. While the two remaining one, social work research and social work administration, are the secondary methods in social work. These are the expected competency of a social worker or of a social work student. First is the ability to utilize the self as a professional tool in social work, ability to use appropriate and approaches and methods of treatment for different types of deviant behavior. When say deviant is behavior opposes the standards of society, or they violate the behavior violates the standards set by our society, and the ability to use the tool, roles, skills, and techniques of social work in helping individuals, groups, and communities. We also have the ability to utilize or use research method to improve social programs of the agency. So there's no such thing as policy and programs and services if it has not undergone research. And then the ability to use management principles in the operation of a social work agency. The next is the field instruction or practice course, and this is the hands-on practice of the social work students in the field. So we have field in practice 1 and field practice 2. And again, for the information, social work students should have 500 hours of practicum in the field placement 1, while in the field placement 2, there's also 500 hours of practicum. So a total of 1,000 hours, of which the students will be exposed in the field of practice. This is the NASWE framework for competency-based curriculum. NASWE, by the way, means National Association of Schools of Social Work Education Incorporated. So our school, Lourdes College Social Work Program, is a member of this organization. which constitute the different educators of social works all over the country. And when you are a member of NASWE, you also receive privileges such as the quality in terms of our curriculum, no, in social work. So this is a framework. There is such thing as, if you can see, HBSE, no? This focuses more on the knowledge, and SWPP, then the others methods and field practice. So in this curriculum, it embeds critical thinking. It also focuses on empowering clients, and it is inclusive to with gender, no, and cultural sensitivity. Then it is a holistic approach, which means to say that you are not only dealing with individual, not dealing with groups, but even the community. And then again, culturally rooted, especially in our Philippine culture, evidence based, and there is a consideration of ecology and ecosystem, and then it is also gender sensitive. The specialized skills in social work. So as a social work student or as a future social worker, these are the expected skills required of us: assessment, interviewing, intake or referral, service planning, case management, crisis intervention, service provision, problem solving, program evaluation, community outreach, advocacy, research, and networking. So, in our future discussions and in your higher major subjects, you will discuss this one by one. So where will you go after college? These are the areas. So please take a look at it. No, you can work at the aging, no, agencies, child welfare agencies, child and youth services, community organization, criminal justice, crisis counseling, disaster assistance, death and dying or hospice, domestic violence and victim assistance, employee assistance programs, family services, homelessness and shelters, hospitals, no, or in the medical field, juvenile justice, mental health, mental retardation and developmental disabilities, or what we call as the psychiatric social work, and then public health and public welfare, which is very known to you, no, the DSWD public welfare. Then schools, elementary and secondary schools, substance abuse, and vocational rehabilitation. Okay. And these are the generic terms in social work. So before that, let me remind you the four curricular areas in social work. These are human behavior and social environment, or the HBSE, SWPPS, or the social welfare policies, programs, and services, and then the social work methods, and then the field practice. Okay. Good day.